back in 2020, you said Boris Johnson was pathetic for begging the US for a trade deal. You said, February 2020, by refusing to stand up to Trump, Boris Johnson is putting tens of thousands of jobs at risk. He needs to decide what matters most: thousands of people working in our world-leading industries or the Trump administration he's trying to impress. Boris Johnson in 2020, Keir Starmer in 2025. It's exactly the same, isn't it?
No, it's not the same, because what we're doing is acting in the national interest. We're engaging with the United States, which is one of our biggest trading partners, and we are working hard to secure a deal that's in Britain's national interest. Whereas in 2020, Boris Johnson was doing everything that he could to get a photo op with President Trump, but not actually securing any benefits for Britain. At the same time, he was trashing our relationships with our closest friends and allies in the European Union, and was talking a big game on securing trade deals with other countries, none of which materialised, including the trade deal with the United States. We don't currently have a trade deal with the United States. We're working hard to secure one.
But when you said this in 2019, we didn't have a trade deal, and you said it was pathetic to beg the US for a trade deal. You said we should be standing up to Trump, not trying to do a deal with him. I just don't understand why was it weak to try and do a trade deal in 2019-20, and why is it strong now when other countries are retaliating, standing up to Trump? Keir Starmer is refusing to. In your words, it's pathetic.
I don't think it's pathetic to try and secure a trade deal, and I never have. I think it's pathetic to run around, as Boris Johnson did, trying to get a photo opportunity with President Trump whilst doing absolutely nothing to stand up for British interests. It is, of course, in Britain's interest to trade with the United States, and we have a very long and deep military and security relationship with them that has survived every president and has thrived under successive presidents, including last time President Trump was in office. But we know in Britain that it's in America's interest to do a trade deal with us as well. We actually we buy more from America than we sell to them at the current time. We want to increase British exports to the UK, but it's in America's interest to do a deal. It's in our interest to do a deal. And that's why the Prime Minister has spoken to President Trump. The Chancellor has spoken to senior members of the Trump administration. The Business Secretary has been working hard, not just with the United States, but with India, with the European Union, with all of our closest allies, to make sure that we can continue to trade openly and freely, because it's in Britain's interests.
OK, so I think begging for a trade deal if you're Keir Starmer is not pathetic, but it is if you're Boris Johnson.